Hey guys, it's Megan. I'm back here with another Army video. I wanted to share a video about everything your recruiter is lying to you about. And sorry if the camera's shaking a little bit. I do have tremors. I am a disabled veteran, so sorry about the shaking. But I just wanted to put this out there because my recruiter lied to me about a lot of things, and I don't want it to happen to anybody else. I'm not saying all recruiters are bad or all recruiters are going to lie to you, but a lot of them do, and I just want to put this out there. Recruiters have a quota. They have to recruit a certain amount of recruits each month, and if they're calling you a lot or hounding you, that's why. My recruiter used to call me all the time to try to get me to join, and I did want to join, so it wasn't a big problem for me. But I just wanted to put that out there. Also, once you get your MOS and they give you your MOS and it's in your contract, that is your MOS. That's your job. Like I said in my previous video, I didn't want to be a medic, but they put medic in my contract, so I was a medic after that point. So he lied to me about that. Don't bring a whole lot of things to basic training with you, because it's just going to create more hardship for you once you get to your unit, because once you get to your unit, they're going to start yelling and screaming at you to get off the bus or the cattle truck or the deuce, whatever they pick you up in, to get off. And you don't need anything extra once you get to basic training. And I remember bringing like my hair dryer. I brought pajamas. I brought underwear. I brought, extra pairs of shoes, extra bras. I even brought makeup because I thought I was going to be able to go out and do stuff, and you're not able to go out and do stuff until graduation. You're allowed to go out to eat with your family and stuff like that, but even on graduation, you're not allowed to wear makeup or any of that stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. So it's just going to be more stuff that you have to carry whenever you get off the bus or whatever. And if you have to make multiple trips, you're just going to look worse to your drill sergeants, and they're going to pick on you, and they're going to scream at you, and they're going to make you do more push-ups. And just don't bring extra stuff. Bring whatever you're wearing. Toiletries like toothbrush, soap, toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, razor, and then the clothes you're wearing, obviously. Make sure you're wearing like something comfortable, and like socks and tennis shoes, because it's going to be a long night. Once you get to the base, they're going to issue you your PTs, which is your physical training uniform, which is what you're going to run in, do your push-ups and exercise in and all that, and you're going to sleep in that too. So anyway, don't create extra hardship for yourself by bringing extra stuff. Another thing is, if you're a smoker, you're not going to be able to smoke, and they're going to take away your cigarettes and all that stuff, so don't bring that. If you have a cell phone, they're going to lock it up, and you will get it back after graduation. I mean, you can bring a cell phone, but they are going to take it away. Another thing my recruiter lied to me about was being able to call my family whenever I wanted to. You can't call your family whenever you want to. I think I was able to call my family maybe 4 times throughout basic. And so just be prepared. You're not going to be able to talk to your family a whole lot. if you don't like basic, it's not very easy to get out of it. So if you ask your recruiter, hey, if I want out, is it, you know, can I just come home? It's not easy to come home. You usually end up staying a long time. You probably end up staying there as long as the people that graduate, because they have to do paperwork and, you know, out process you to get you home. So anyway, if you end up saying this isn't for me and they have to do a failure to adapt chapter, it's very hard to go home. I think my platoon started out with like 40 people, and then like we ended up with like 30 when I graduated. So there was like 10 failure to adapt. But they ended up going home like maybe a couple days before graduation. So it's better to just stick it out, deal with it, and just go on to AIT. And I will say that, you know, it does get better. It's not... There's a lot of hurry up and wait in the Army, and that's one of the things that I didn't really understand until I joined. And you'll see that too, because there's a lot of waiting and all that stuff. So anyway, another thing your recruiter is going to lie to you about is that you can go to the PX anytime you want to, and that's not true. You can't go to the PX whenever you want to. They take you as a company. They usually take you like once every 2 weeks, because that's when the guys have to get a haircut, and they make the guys get a haircut. And I think it was like $5 for a haircut whenever the guys had to go. And it might be more or it might be less now, I'm not sure. But that's whenever they took us to the PX, and it wouldn't be the big PX on post. It would be like a small shopette is what they would call it. And then they would let so many people in there at a time. You would stay in there for 10 minutes, and then they would tell you to get out, and then they would let the next group of people come in. So anyway, they make it seem a lot more glorified than it is. It's a lot, basic training is a lot harder than they make it sound. So I'm going to be back with part 2, and I'll see you in a minute.